Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good day. I'm sure you have seen a lot of data in maybe from a thesis, where in the appendix you get something like this. So what you see here is a set of strings to your left and some numbers to your right. Now these strings, let me increase it. These strings, each line of this string is called the SMILES string. It actually represents a structure, and because these are canonical SMILE strings, so these structures are actually unique. So you don't see two structures having the same SMILES canonical SMILE string. So your desire is to actually get these structures and somehow use it, convert it, and maybe you can use it in your analysis. Whatever your desire is, you can actually get all these structures within a few seconds, and you will all these SMILE strings within a few seconds, and you'll get structures of these SMILE strings. Structures represented by these SMILE strings. Okay, so what you do now is you take a screenshot of the page that you want. Say, for example, this page. Okay, so you'll take a screenshot of it. Okay, and then you select the area. Okay, so when you select the area, you don't really want the numbers because you wish to do your own analysis. So you just want the structures. So you just select the area, you get those structures, leave all those numbers. These are actually descriptors for each of the molecule. And there you go, that's what you want. Okay, and you save it. Now it's done. So when you save it, what I do next is I choose or use a scanner. And in this case, my scanner is actually the CS scanner. Okay, so I scan based on the picture that I've taken from the gallery, and I do an OCR, optical character recognition, and I get this. These are the characters recognized. Now, it's very important that when you take a picture of a page on a thesis or on a paper where you have such structures, we have to make sure that the picture is of high quality. Now, if you can still remember one of the videos in the past where you can actually scan a page using Excel on a mobile phone, and from the picture you can actually get the data straight away. Now, this works very well for numbers, but I realized that actually it doesn't really work for characters, because somehow the scanner on Excel does not code the characters well. So the true Excel on your computer could not read it. I couldn't get the structures out of the characters scanned by Excel itself. So I have to use another scanner. In this case, the CSR scanner. CSR, right? I should remember the name. I think it's just CS scanner. Okay, the CS scanner. So an optical character recognition is done by CS scanner, and this is what I get. And I can export it. If you hold on, let me go down. I'm projecting my phone on a PC, so that's easy for me to transfer the data later on. So there's an export key there. Okay, so I'm exporting this whole thing, which is really coming from your scan of the appendix of the thesis, and you get this data, which are the SMILE strings of the chemical structures. Right, so once you've exported it, okay, so you can export it as a text file. So you export it as a text file. It goes into your handphone memory. Now I've done that. So okay, so this is the file that is exported. This file, yeah. CS underscore OCR. This name is actually automatically generated by the CS scanner. So you see it is a .txt. What you do is that you rename this file to .csv, because what you have is just this file. Okay, what you have is basically just this file, which is just a text. Each line represents the smiles string. Okay, so you just export the file as a text file, and then you just change the extension of the file from .txt to .csv as in this folder. Okay, so then you just open this file. If you just open the file on Excel, you will get, there you go, right? This is actually what the CSV file looks like. So there's a page 1 there, so you can get rid of that, don't worry. Yeah, so this is a read-only file, never mind. You don't have to manipulate the files on the handphone, so we'll just go straight to the folder, and I will upload or share this file with to Dropbox. So I share the file to Dropbox, add to Dropbox, and I'll just add. Okay, so now that I've added it to Dropbox, so I can actually access it to access the file in my laptop. So I've accessed the file in my laptop, and this is the Excel file on the laptop. So this is the actual Excel. Okay, so as I've mentioned earlier, there's page 1 there. I'll just get rid of it. Okay, so this is what we have. Now, what I want to do is to show you how we can convert these structures into chemical structures. So I'll just copy the whole column A to column B. Okay. Now, you see, of course, in any data that you obtain from scans, there will always be problems. If you look at this one there, you see there's a sort of a misprinted character there, I 1/4. Okay, so you can actually delete this. Yeah. Or you can even check the original file. Check the original file, whether the original file will have where is the original file? Sorry. Okay. Right. So you can check the original file to see whether they contain that's the original file. Okay, if you look at the SI, whether it contains that character or not, that's the SI, it's just the opening square bracket. So this part here is actually the opening square bracket. So there's a misinterpretation there on the part of the OCR. So you just change this to opening square bracket and a close square bracket. Okay, right. So you may not be able to detect, but when you try to change the structure to change the smile strings to structure, you will see the errors. Okay, so now you've got that. So what we do is we select all the structures there. Now, for those who already have JChem for Microsoft Office installed in their computer, you can actually do a lot of manipulation with chemical structures. You know, so I have installed JChem. We'll talk about JChem in a different video later on. So JChem allows you to do so many things. Yeah, JChem also has an editor which is as good as ChemDraw, I tell you. And the good thing is that JChem for Microsoft and all the programs produced by ChemExon, they are actually licensed, but the license is free for teaching and university research purposes. So you can download JChem for Exxon and then you can apply for the license. Right, so you've got all the structures there, all selected. I'll go to the JChem ribbon, and there is a data conversion there. So I will just convert from Smiles. Okay, so I just click from Smiles and it will start converting. Structures that has errors cannot be converted. So it says that some input data cannot be converted. So this one cannot be converted, this tree cannot be converted, which means that there's some error in the text in the Smile string. Okay, so you can increase the size if you want to look at the structure one by one. Yeah, there you go. And you can do whatever you want with these structures. You can copy them, put them in Word. In fact, when you install JChem for Microsoft Office, all your Office suite software, PowerPoint, Word, will have JChem in it. And you can use JChem to draw structures, to basically to do anything you want. Now this program is so powerful, you can even the JChem add-in comes in even with a huge number of structure of formula. For example, if I just click there and I see equals to, if I type JC, now JC basically is the initial for all the formulae provided by JChem related to chemistry. Okay, so most of the formulae are actually calculating descriptors for the molecules, but you can also do other things. Like for example, you can let me see. You can actually get the names, the IUPAC names for the molecules. For example, you see IUPAC name of this molecule, close brackets, and you will get the IUPAC name for the molecule. So you can just copy and copy and just paste down to all the molecules, and you'll get all the just here up to here, all the IUPAC names. There you go. Wonder why are these names the same? This is not fluoro. Well, some of them, yes, yeah. There you go. It was trying to figure out the names. So some names are not, you can't generate because maybe the structures are not correct, or you couldn't figure out. Like for example, there's a silicon there, so I'm not sure how you're going to figure out the name for that compound. Yeah, but basically that is what JChem is able to do. So yeah, I hope this is useful. We can find another time to talk about the JChem add-in itself and the things that JChem add-in can be used, the kind of problems that it can solve, yeah, and how it can be useful in teaching. Yeah, you can get students to download. You can even give the license number to the students that to your students, and they can actually have the JChem add-in and use JChem to the fullest. So yeah, it would be a good idea to get your students involved as well. This software has been here for quite a while. I've never used it, so I more or less forgot about it. But now, after many years, it's of course it's developed into a much better version. So I'm sure you will find that JChem will be very useful. Besides JChem from Microsoft Office, you can also get this is Marvin Sketch, which is a standalone program for from ChemAxon, and this allows you to sketch chemical structures basically. Oh, why is it not opening? There you go. Yeah, so you can sketch chemical structures, convert them to 3D, name them, convert to different types of representation. Later on, I will also show you how you can actually interconvert different formats of molecules. So yeah, we will find time, inshallah, to talk about the different functionalities of JCam, or even introduce JCam to you. And well, these softwares are actually quite intuitive, so you can learn on your own. But it's good that we use the software in our teaching, in our research, in publishing. So yeah, we'll see you in the next, not next, but in future videos where we'll actually talk about JCam. Okay, thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day.